Hello, good evening, Auntie Blessing. Hello, Auntie Blessing, are you there?
Good evening, Madam Funke. Hi, Victor. Hi, Blessing.
Good evening, Dr. Sola. Good evening, Madam Funke. Good evening, Blessing. Sorry, we just want to give some few minutes to some people to join us, but once we have a good number, we are just going to kickstart. Thank you.
For like an extra 3 minutes. It so maybe by 6:10 we'll start, and others will join later.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, Janet,
Well,
you're welcome.
Thank you. Good evening.
good
Yeah,
evening.
good evening.
We're just waiting for a few minutes for we start.
Okay, okay. Okay, ma.
Okay, I'll hand over to Ms. Damilola, who is our facilitator for this evening. Madam Funke, your video is not on too. I think we're about to start.
Hello,
Yeah, hello, Miss.
evening, everyone.
Okay.
Good evening. Welcome to the
Good evening. I trust that we've had a good day.
Yes, ma'am. And yours.
Oh, bless God, today has been good.
All right, ma'am. Thank God.
Okay. So let's start with a recap of the last class. Somebody help me with what was discussed in the last class. kindly rename your device if you have not renamed it. So that we can.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, ma.
Martha.
I think what I can remember, we talk about market.
Okay, what did we say about market?
Well, we all bring different definition of market. We said market is a place where people sell and buy goods or services.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Okay. Any other person? What did we get from the last session?
And we also discussed the components of market.
Okay. Examples of the components of market.
Buyer, sellers, and service. I think so.
Okay. Yeah, trying. Thank you. Any other person? Whatever it is you remember from last class. Oh yeah, don't let me call names. So
Okay, we also talked about the method of market. We talk about market research and the method, which is survey, interview, research, and observation.
fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Madam Janet. So I want somebody from the deaf cluster. So Madam Funke, please help me ask that I want somebody from the deaf cluster to share what they remember from last. So they can either use the chat room or come on camera so that you can help interpret. And tell them we're waiting for them. If not, we'll not move on. Okay. Please note the link for attendance is in the chat room. Please let's endeavor to do our attendance. Okay. So Madam Funke, we are waiting on your people. You're muted. You're muted again. Okay, now it's
Okay.
fine.
How many of them are they on the call now? I don't know them. Let's call their names. I don't know them.
You don't know them. Okay, I
Yes.
thought you knew them.
No. I make a suggestion that we should have a kind of a platform for the deaf, because it's not all that is. We have to create a platform for them to a kind of maybe resource room or something. That's what we did in She Win Business, and we don't have issue because now I don't know that I don't know the level of how will I put it now. So maybe the grammar is big or whatever. I don't know. So
Okay,
that
that's
we
true.
know I don't
That's true.
know.
I don't see them online yet. Some of them, there is Khadija. I don't see her online yet. And I think there's Sadiat or something like that. I don't see her online yet. Those are the two names I think I remember right now.
If we can have them together in a platform, so if I interact with them, we know the level of this thing, how they can assimilate them, how we can help them, or something like that.
Okay. Okay. So right now, if If we move on without them, I hope they'll be able to catch on when they come on. So please ask, help me ask that, is there any deaf? They should please indicate. Because this is an inclusive program and we need to carry everybody along. Okay, nobody is indicating. Okay, so in that case, I think we can move on. Okay, let me share my screen. Please give me a minute. So we did talk about the marketplace on Friday, that was yesterday. I want us to know something about this course. This course is layer upon layer. So the truth about this course is, if
Sorry,
you do
ma,
not,
please. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. One of them just indicated, but she have
okay,
not put her name. She's uh Infinix, or what is this?
okay,
This X2
okay,
OMI. Checked.
okay.
Can she on her video so that we tell her to put her real
Mm-hmm.
name or something?
Please tell her to put on a video so that.
Let me send message to her.
Please tell her to put on a real video. I mean, her video. Can she see you? So she can't see you. Can somebody please pin admin? Please can you pin Madam Funke SLI so that, because I think she can't. Madam Funke has been interpreting. So if she says I need an interpreter, it means that she can't see her. So please, let's pin her or spotlight her. I don't know which one works, so that everyone can see her. Then also, please tell her to go to her device, to the list of participants. Where her device is, she should tap it and she will see rename. Then she should rename her device so that we know who is there. Is she with us now?
Let me
Madam Funke is on Spotlight.
Okay.
You'll be seeing Madam Funke now.
Yes,
As
I
well.
can see her as well. She's on Spotlight. Okay. So please, I think we can move on. So today we'll be going into the 5th module. We're still on becoming an entrepreneur. Today we want to understand the market. You know, yesterday was about knowing the market and all that. But today we want to understand that market. So we have identified market. We know what the market is, the piece of marketing and all. So today we want to understand the market. So welcome to the 5th session. And today we want to know about market research. Remember that we had said that the viability of a business is very important. How viable is it? Is it going to survive? And part of the ways to know if a business is good and it will survive is if the market if we can do our market research and understand exactly what the market is expecting from us. So look at the previous class, which was session 3, we discussed about your own readiness as the entrepreneur. We looked at the viability of your business, given your own experience, your talent, your interest, what is available, the resources available to you. So we have looked inward. Now we want to look outward. We want to look at the market. Is the market going to welcome this business we want to do? That's what we are trying to crack today. And so today we'll be learning about market research. So like you had said, a market is a place where buyers and sellers exchange goods and services and money. So money exchanges hands, goods and services also exchange hands in a market. So today we want to do some exercises. The first one is we want to know how to conduct a market research. Why do we need a market research? Sometimes we have a fantastic idea and we think that is what the market wants, whereas it is not what the market wants. So you can't just sit in your house and say, this is what people want, this is what people want. No, you have to go out and confirm your suspicion or your idea. You have to go and confirm and say, will you buy this at this price? So market research helps us to check what the market wants. At what price does the market want it? Because if you have a good product, people want it, but the price, they cannot pay for it, then your business will not survive. But if you have a product and people want it, they can pay that amount for it and all that, then the business will grow. So market research is basically how we test if what we are bringing to the market is relevant and if the market will accept it. So these are some of the questions we will ask when we go on market research. And it's not a special thing. So yes, if it's a big businesses employ market researchers. There are people that specialize in market research, big businesses. But as an entrepreneur, you may not be able to employ a market researcher, but you can do your own research. It's not rocket science. There is nothing too big about it. It's just by asking simple questions from people. For example, you want to ask the people that are already using that product or something similar to that product, or you think that they need the product. You want to ask them, where do you buy this product or services right now and why? So can somebody give me their business? Let's use as an example. Volunteer your business so that we can use as an example. Anyone? I will jump at this offer if I were the one. Nobody wants to volunteer their business.
Okay, hairdresser.
Okay, who is speaking?
This is Lillian.
Lillian, okay, you're an hairdresser. Okay,
Yes,
so that business, please remain unmuted for now because you are going to help us with some of this. That business, is it a service or a product?
it's a service.
Thank you. But you know, it could also have its product side.
Yes, ma'am.
In which case, maybe you sell attachments, weave on, wig, and other things like that.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
fundamentally, it's a service.
Yes, ma'am.
So where do people get that service right now in your area?
Where did they get the service? I think in my shop.
Outside of your shop now?
Outside of my shop.
Yes.
They can call for some service at times.
No, not your service. The service
Okay.
of hairdressing. Where do people go to in your area to get their hair done?
The salon.
Which salon?
Hairdressing salon.
Yes, I know it's an hairdressing salon. Okay, so for example, in Lagos here, if you have lived in Lagos before, you will know if you want to braid your hair. Yaba is the place.
Oh, okay.
Yaba,
like a common place.
Braid. Yes, the place that your customers are going currently.
Okay. It's Maraba Plaza.
Maraba Plaza. Thank you. Okay. So why do people go to Maraba Plaza?
Because there are a lot of hairdressers there, and if one person, if maybe they talk the price, they will always go to. They have many options. Customer has many options. I think.
Options. Is it because of options of people, or options of style, or options of price, or options of what they call it, speed? Because, for example, let me tell you about Yaba. People go to Yaba because the people that make hair in Yaba, they don't waste your time. It's one of the reasons people go to Yaba. Yaba is more expensive than your neighborhood dressing salon. It's not cheaper. If you go to where they really make it in Yaba, in Lagos, it's not cheaper. It's not as if, because there are plenty, they will now sell to you. You will get it at a cheap. It's actually more expensive, but it will be professionally made and it will be fast. Within 5 hours, you have done million braids. Whereas if you go to your tailor, you can use 3 days. They will say, I say you come back tomorrow. Then you carry half hair home. You carry half hair home. Then you come back tomorrow. So because people don't want to do that, you go to Yaba and in 5 hours, million braids is done. So why do people go to Maraba Plaza?
Because they are professionals there too.
So one, they are professional. That means they do the hair well. Any other reason? Is it cheaper?
It's updated. I think it's because they have updated way of doing their things. Like,
when you say updated, what do you mean? Is it that their equipment are better than yours, or they know more style than neighborhood?
they are more current. Yes, they are more current.
Okay. So you see what our research is revealing to us now. Sure, you are beginning to see that if you want to compete with Maraba, if you want to take customers from Maraba, and they should be coming to your shop. Because
you have to upgrade.
Exactly. Part of the people living in your area will leave you in that area and go to Maraba Plaza to do their hair. So now we don't want them to leave and go to Maraba to do their hair. We want to make sure that your shop is where they will come to. So the market research we are doing now is telling us why they are leaving the area. They will pass in front of your shop. In fact, some of them will even greet you and enter vehicle and go to Maraba Plaza.
They will come back and still greet you.
And they will come back and still greet you. So they are your market. That is your money going. So we don't want your money to go again. So that is why this market research is important. You see now that as we are discussing it, Lillian, you are beginning to see what you need to do, right? If you don't want them to go.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's the thing. So market research will show you what is happening, what your competitor has that you do not have, what your competitor is doing that you are not doing, so that you know how to get your customers. You know how to get some of the people that would have come to you that are going to that other place. You know how to bring them to you. Thank you very much, Lillian. Let me not focus only on your own market. Let's give some other opportunity. So where else do they get that product and service? Okay, we have done that. She has said Maraba and she has told us why. How often do they buy? Is there any other person that wants us to use their business? If not, I'll go back to Lillian. How often do they buy? And what price do they pay? Who wants us to use their business? No volunteers?
Esther.
Esther. Okay,
Yes.
thank you very much. What do you do, Esther?
I sell agricultural products. I'm a farmer.
Oh, fantastic. So what agricultural product? Let's pick on one of your products.
Rice, corn, beans.
Okay. So how often do people buy? Not from you, in the popular place they go to, the market they go to that is not you. How often do they buy and at what price do they buy?
They buy almost every day, every day.
okay, from your competitor. And
Yeah.
what is the price your competitor sells? Is it cheaper than your own or more expensive than your own?
At times it could be cheaper, at times it could be more expensive, depend on the quality.
Depends on the quality. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So your own quality does not vary, does it?
Yeah, it varies. It varies. Like the one that is neater, like we have different types of beans.
Okay.
We have iron beans, we have moi beans. So it's
Okay.
not the same price.
Okay. So when you have a neater one, your price is higher, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you think of the quality of your competitors' beans? Is their beans always better than yours?
No, not always better than mine.
But there are some people that only go to your competitor. Why?
The reason is that I sell as a retailer. Why? The reason they like going to the market is because those market people, some go to all these far north to buy, and they buy in large quantity, so they sell cheaper. They sell cheaper. Why I buy like basin and half bag. So my own at times is more expensive than theirs.
Okay. So if we want to play with competition, like if we want to get over this competition, what do you think we can do? You know, now you cannot, for now, you can't go to the far north and buy bulk. So what do you think you can do? Remember what we said about entrepreneurship: faster, better, cheaper. So how can you make it either faster, better, or cheaper?
I think I need more funds to do storage.
Pause first. Pause, Auntie. Pause, Auntie Esther. Pause first. Let me tell you something. See, the average entrepreneur in Nigeria always thinks about money. If you say, well, have you expanded your business? They say it's money. Let me tell you, I'm not saying money is not a problem. But when you see a challenge and you don't have an immediate solution to that challenge, then you look for other ways. So money is a challenge. Okay, now that I don't have money, what else can I do? Or will I just sit there and say, I don't have money. I don't have money. What else can you do to your business to improve your own quality above and be able to get more market? What do you think you can do?
Okay, maybe I should collect credit from them. Maybe we should bargain. Then I will sell. Then I'll now remit.
Now we are thinking. Thank you very much, Esther. Does anybody have any idea for Esther? Please, so we are here to help one another. We are not competitors, we are collaborators. Does anybody have idea for Esther? How she can improve this business and get more customers? Is there anybody talking?
She can advertise her products.
Okay, that's Ene, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, she can advertise her product. Okay. Victoria, I see your hands up, but I will come back to you. I'll come back to you.
Okay, ma, can I speak?
Yes, you can speak, Martha.
Okay, for my own little understanding, I also think maybe she can check the price of the.
She can check the price. What do you mean by check the price?
Like, she check how other people are selling their own. Then she will not.
It may not pay her because those ones are buying bulk. So if she brings down her price, she may begin to sell at a loss.
the price of
Your network, oh,
too.
your network is not our friend today. Okay, so we didn't hear that, but let's go on. So if I were to manage your business for you, Esther, what I would advise you to do is sell picked beans. Did you hear me, Esther?
No, ma.
Sell picked beans. Select your beans. Let it be neat. Sell only selected beans. That way, for the price you charge, people will come because you have removed the stress of getting home to pick beans. So
I do that. I do that too.
So if they know that somebody is drawing all over the screen. Okay, so if I go buy this other person beans now, the problem be say I will still come home and be picking. But if I buy Madam Esther beans, if I come home, I know there's no need to pick. Do you understand? So that is adding value, improving the quality of your beans so that you can sell. Hello? You heard me, right?
Yes, ma. I'm hearing you, ma. I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So let me also pick on Victoria. I think she wants us to use her business as an example. Sorry, yeah, Victoria. Then Oluchi, I can see Oluchi. Oluchi too. Please, if you're not speaking, can you mute?
Give her the
Admin?
second chance.
Help us. Help us. Martha, I think that's from you. Please mute. Martha, please mute.
Jesus.
Please mute your mic. Thank you, Martha. Martha, you did not mute your mic. You put on your video. Please mute your mic.
Hey.
So, admin, please, I need an admin on hand to help. Please, we need to help people mute so that you can see she's literally struggling. Okay, she has muted, but her video is on.
We have muted her.
Thank you. Because she wanted to mute, she put on video. Okay. Okay. So Oluchi says Golden Bites. Oluchi, are you able to speak? Is she from the deaf cluster? Oluchi, if you are able to speak, unmute. Okay. Victoria, I see your hand raised. Victoria, you can unmute. Let's hear your business before we move on. Okay. I'm not getting any response. Okay, let me give opportunity for one more person. Okay, Victoria.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening. So what
Good
business do you
evening.
do, ma?
Like me. Good evening, ma. I'm Victoria.
Good evening.
I'm into food stuff and pure water and soft drink.
Okay.
So from what you just said now, for example, some people are selling their water 300 naira. Last time we should sell pure water 300 naira. Why some are selling 400 naira? Then some are selling their own 500 per bag. You understand? So we now still are saying, I'm not going to say. So some of my customers, if they come, they say, my neighbors are selling 300 naira. Why they are selling 300 naira, me I'm selling, they are selling 4, me I'm selling 3. I say, no, I will not say. But on my own analysis, instead of me leaving my customers to go, since they are my competitor, I have to say that 4 they are selling 100 naira, so that my customers will come and buy from me.
Okay. Yes, that's the power of understanding your market. That's the power of understanding your market. Because if you do not do research to know how much it is being sold, you just be there saying, why are people not coming? Why are people not coming? But your own is already more expensive. So you have been able to know why they are not coming, and you've been able to checkmate that. Yes, fantastic. Fantastic. But another thing you can do, if you still want to sell 300 naira, what do you think you can do to sell 300 naira?
Ma, I didn't get the question you asked, ma. Sorry.
If you don't want to reduce your price, what do you think you can do so that you can keep it at 300 naira? If you don't want to sell 400 naira, is there anything you can do to ensure that you are still able to sell 300 naira?
Yes.
Okay.
I can still sell 300. For those that don't know, there are those that don't know that others are selling for. That's why they can still collect that 300 naira. Then instead of you going, I'll give you 3. And you say, no, my neighbors are selling 4. So for me not to lose you, I'll give you that 4.
So let me tell you something about that market strategy. It's not a good one.
Okay,
it's not a good market strategy, because when I leave your shop, I'll say, so this woman wanted to shortchange me. It's because next time, if you tell me something, I will not trust you. And if there's anything you need as an entrepreneur, it is trust. Your customers need to trust you. Please, can you hear me? Your customers need to trust you.
Network.
Is it my network? Can any other person hear me?
I can hear you. I think we
can hear you. Is that person's network, please?
Okay,
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Hear you, ma.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. So the thing about business is this: if you lose one of your greatest assets as an entrepreneur is the trust of your customer. Do you know that when your customer fully trusts you, anything you tell them, if you say that this rice is the best in town, they accept. Because they say, my customer know they lie to me. She go tell me as it be.
But just like for us.
So trust. Don't do your customer. The more you look, the less you see. Say make a first give am 3. If you not hungry, I go come give am 4. You have passed a message across. They can't trust you. So this is what you can do in order to still sell 400 naira. Sell your own block. If it is criminally cold, who will pay more for it? They will say, I bet that one where they say, they cold like that. If you see Madam Victoria own, it go cold. So because of that, they will buy. So that's one of the things. That's why I said better, cheaper, or faster. It's either you are doing things better, you are giving them cheaper, or you are giving them faster. So it's not all the time that you respond to changes in price by reducing your own price. No, sometimes you respond to changes in price by improving your own quality. So that when you improve quality, people say, I don't say expensive, but that madam own they good. They will still come to you. So I've seen your hand up, Joy. So let me come to you. Please unmute. Joy, can you unmute, or I should go on? Okay, Queen. Queen, you want to say something? Your hand is raised. Good evening. I wanted to that when you were talking about strategies on how. Your mic is far from your mouth. We are hearing you from a distance. Please, can you come closer to your device?
Can you hear me now?
Better, thank you.
Okay. What
I wanted to add is this. When you were talking about Joy's business, the pure water business, apart from also selling in bulk, she can also, I don't know the way she normally get her stock, but she can try and negotiate with those factory, pure water factory that produces it, talk with them to the point whereby they can give her discount, so that when she sell four for the 100 naira, she will also get her own profit like other people do. Because some and another way again is that if she has much people or some persons that normally come to buy on a daily basis, she can as well tell them, okay, don't worry, I'll bring the block or the pure water to you, either to send somebody to bring it to you. Just tell me the time that you want it, I will deliver it to you. And when she does that, it gives her more edge, because people will say, if I go to buy from this other person, it's going to take my time. But as soon as I give her a call, she'll definitely have somebody deliver it to me. They'll definitely patronize her, and she will also get her profits like other people. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
all.
you very much. Thank you so much. So that's thinking like an entrepreneur, faster, convenience. The person is sitting at her home and getting it cheaper. That's talking about when you are able to negotiate for cheaper prices from the distributor. So yes, those are ways by which you can play in a competitive market. And these are the things that market research will do for you. It will help you know what's going on, so that you will not be left behind, and you'll be wondering, why am I not selling? Why are people not coming to me now? When you do your market research, you know what's going on, and then you begin to have ideas of how to checkmate the challenge you are facing. So do we understand? If you are clear on this first part, can I see yes, 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 yes in the comment section? I am there waiting for my yeses before I
Yes,
move on.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Let me see people from my cluster, deaf cluster, please tell them to put my yes. Okay, Perpetua, yes, thank you. Thank you, yes. Yes, Ene, thank you. Isaac, yes, thank you. I've not seen my people from my deaf cluster. I'm waiting. Please let me tell them, Atifunke. Tell them I'm waiting for their yes. So I think Oluchi was the one, right, that was using that device name before, Abi. I think she was the one. Okay, Blessing, yes. Rashidat, yes, thank you. Oluchi, can I get a yes from you? Do you understand? Please let me tell her. Queen says yes. Okay, so I'm still waiting for Oluchi's yes, but let's move on. So now we want to identify our customers. A customer is someone who is interested in your product or service and will pay money for it. Now, the key word here is interested and pay money. So there are people who are interested, but they cannot pay. They are not your customer. Don't stress yourself on them. There are people who can pay, who have interest. Don't stress yourself on them. But the people who have interest in your goods and services. Now, note the word interest, not who need. Because some people need your business, but they don't have interest in it. But you are looking for those that have interest and can pay. Some people have interest, they cannot pay. They are not really your customer. Some people can pay, but they don't have interest. They are not really your customer. But your customer are those that have interest and can pay. Do we understand, please? So, for example, imagine that I sell Indomie noodles. And how I sell my Indomie is like aboki. I fry it, I do all those things. That's how I sell my Indomie. I don't sell ordinary Indomie. Do you know that mothers are not my customers? My customer, they are single men who cannot cook at home, busy professionals who want something to eat on the go, market women who cannot go home to cook, or they don't have a stove in their shop. These are the people that will buy my Indomie. They are the ones that patronize aboki. Mothers will buy from the neighborhood malam and go and cook at home, because though they have interest in Indomie, they are not going to pay for me to cook the Indomie for them. They just want their Indomie. They will go home and do what they want to do with it. So even though they have interest in Indomie, they have money that they can pay, but they are not my customers. They are not interested in the way I do my own Indomie. But if you see a young man who is not married and is a busy professional, he is my customer, because he wants to eat Indomie, fast food, and then he doesn't want to get home and start cooking Indomie. So he will just say, prepare for me one fish, put carrots, put pepper, fry the egg. They will just tell me how they want it, and I will make it. So that's the difference. It's not everybody that is my customer. Some people eat Indomie, but they will not buy cooked Indomie. They will buy pack of Indomie, the packet, and go home and cook it. They are not my customer. Except I sell packets, like I sell raw. Then that means they are part of my customer. But if I don't sell raw, I only cook and sell, then they are not part of my customer. Because even though they eat Indomie, their own Indomie, they make it at home. It is the people that are busy, or maybe they cannot cook for one reason or another. Those are the people that are my customers. So I hope this explanation helps. Now, I will want two people. Let me quickly come. Let's use your business. Let's know who your customers are. So help me, Ozia, welcome. Please help me tell Ozia welcome. Help me ask her what business does she do, so that we can use Ozia's business. Can you see her hand? You are muted, Madam Funke.
Okay. Let me check. Let me check.
Can you see her now?
No, I saw one Amina San. Okay, Juma. Osia Juma, yes.
Osia Jumia, yeah.
Okay. What is your business? Your business. Business. Which business? Okay, I make soap and bee. Okay, bag.
Okay, she makes soap and bags.
Soap and bags.
So what kind of bag does she make?
What type of bag? Which type? Is it tote bag?
No, it's likely going to be, no, it's not the type like that though. It's not about tote bag. It's about, is it Ankara bag, leather bag?
Okay, yeah. Well, that is material now.
Mm.
Yes. Which material? Like she make tote bag. Which material? I use okay, I use Ankara as fabric.
Okay.
Yes. Say any type of material she can use to sew bag.
Okay. So now for her, you know that people that use designers bag are customer. I mean, all are interested in bags, but they may not necessarily be her customer, even though they can pay for her bag. Please let me explain to her.
Hello?
Okay. So please help me ask her who are her customers?
Is she saying? Who buy from you?
Please let's be patient. It's an inclusive class. We have to carry everybody along.
Sometimes her network is seizing. She says sometimes she's freezing. Her network is freezing. This is my network. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello?
I
Okay,
can
that
hear
is
you.
yes, it's her network. It's freezing. Okay.
And me, I can
Who
see
buy
her hands. It's just that I can't read it.
who buy from you?
Okay, are you able to get her?
UK events. And she carried them to
Okay,
events, to
souvenir.
program.
Souvenir.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So you see that party people are her customers, not individuals who want to do. So she's able to identify who her customer is. Somebody wants to do wedding, burial, party people who have a party to do. So she likely will, her customers will be event planners. Our customers will be event planners.
Yes, yes. She said yes.
Oh, exactly, exactly. Thank you very much, Osia, for sharing. Amina is saying something. Amina is saying something. Can you see Amina?
Let me go to Amina now.
It's like they are conversing. Okay, I don't think it's us. Okay, so moving on. I hope we understand how to identify your customer. They must have interest in your goods or service, and they must be able to pay. Okay, so let's move on. So this is an exercise we'll be doing. So you need to be able to define who your customer is with as much information as you can get. Because if you know who your customer is, there's something we call persona. Like you can almost picture your average customer so that when you see them, you know who, this one is likely my customer, or this one is not my customer. So this is how you identify your customer. So let me use somebody's business. Let's quickly use somebody's business. Anybody volunteer?
Okay, I sell palm oil.
Okay. Okay. Queen, I will come to you. Let me quickly deal with Ene. Ene, you sell palm oil. So who are your
Yes.
customers?
Mothers.
Mothers. Are you sure about that?
Women, sorry.
Women, because even who has not married needs palm oil.
Yes.
So women, okay? But are women the only people who need your palm oil?
They are not the only people, but they are majority. They are the first contact. Like they are the ones that
Okay.
I interact with.
Exactly. So I asked that question so that you know who your main customer is. Once in a while, you will have a man come to buy. Men
Yes.
eat palm oil. They eat palm oil. They are not the ones that usually buy the palm oil. So they are consumers. Primarily, they are not customers. You need to also know the difference between your consumer and your customer. So your customer is the person that has interest and will buy. They will pay money. But your consumer may be the person using your product. So for example, if you see Indomie adverts, have you noticed that Indomie, they are always advertising to children. Their advert is for children, but their customer is not children. Do you know?
Yes.
Because children don't have money to pay. If mommy doesn't buy Indomie, a child cannot eat Indomie. So the child is not your customer. The child is your consumer. They are the ones that like Indomie. But sometimes it is your consumer that will force your customer to buy. Like right now, it's children that force us to buy Indomie. You say, what do you want to use it? They say, no, let me make her say, no, Indomie. So your customer is the mother, but the consumer is the child. Now, also with palm oil, men also consume palm oil, but they are usually not your customer. It's like the case of Hosea, who makes bag. Our consumers are the people that attend the party and they share the bag too, not her customer. Our customer is the event planner that comes to buy the bag from her. Do we understand that now? So, Ene has told us that her customer are women. Okay, fantastic. So how old are they, Ene?
They are from 18 to 45.
18 to 45. What happened to old women? They don't used to cook.
They cook.
Okay.
But mostly they have people to send. So they also come to buy, but majority of them are that age range.
Okay. I'm just asking. It's not like I'm saying you are wrong, oh. You are the one that knows your customer.
Yes.
So I'm just asking. I'm not saying, no, you are wrong. It must be 200 and the women of 200 can buy from you. No, that's not what I'm saying. I just want to be clear. That's why I'm asking the question. Okay. So 18 to 45. Fantastic. Where do they live? I said, where do they lie? Line. Sorry, it's supposed to be live. Where do they live?
They live in residential areas, like mostly away from town.
Okay, outskirts, residential areas in outskirts. Okay, thank you very much. Let me pick somebody else's business. Esther, I used your business before. Sorry, I don't want to use your business again. I think we've done your business more. Let's give some other people opportunity. So the owner of Axiomi says, I work as a fashion tailor. How do I help? Is she in the dev cluster? If she is, then
Yes.
maybe she's in the dev
Yes,
cluster.
she have not changed her name up to now.
Okay.
I mean,
Maybe she doesn't know how to. Okay. Yeah, because that's
okay,
why
that
I
is not
wanted to
saying.
confirm. Okay. Okay, so let me use fashion. Let me use fashion. So depending on who your fashion is to, for example, if you are, if you sew clothes, your customer might be men and they may be women, because sometimes it's women that buy clothes for men. So if your clothes are children, if you like to sew children, your customers will likely be women, because they're the ones that sew clothes for children, male and female. And if you're into women clothing, your customers will likely be men. Women, because women are the ones that usually store clothes from you. So the next question will be, how old are they? Now, depending on their age range, if you are sewing for Gen Zs, you will know that, okay, younger people. If you are sewing for middle-aged women, there's also their own. They are pregnant. They want free clothes because they have children and all of that. Their styles are a little different. And if you are sewing for the elderly, their styles are a little different. But if you are sewing for Gen Z, you know that you will do a lot of corsets, because they are that age. They want to snatch their stomach. They want to look a particular way. So that is how age comes into fashion. It will help you know what your customer likely wants and how to meet their need. So you need to understand where your customer is. If your customer is at the age where they are bringing a lot of weddings, their friends are getting married, they are getting married, you know the kind of clothes. They'll be bringing ashwebi all the time. Friends of bride, I what they call them, all the time. From one lace to another, they will be bringing it because that's the age they are in. But if they are already at child rearing age, they are older, they will sew more of Ankara. Lace will be occasional wear, because now they have to wear things that can help them. They don't want the children to start pulling all the stones and swallowing the stones and all those things. So those are the things that will determine what. So if you sew for Gen Z, for example, and they are bringing all this material that have stones, sequins, and to sew corsets and all of that, you know definitely that one of the things you must do is have a sewing machine that can sew that kind of cloth, because I know that not all sewing machine, a normal single sewing machine, the needle will be breaking when you are sewing those kind of cloths. So it is important that you understand your customer. It will help you plan your business. So somebody had raised her hand before. The person has lowered her hand. Please, can you raise again? Let's quickly use your business before we move on. It's not my regulars. It's from the not so regular. I saw the hand, but I've forgotten the name now. Please, if you want us to use your business, quickly raise your hand. Victoria, although I see your hand, I will not call you. Sorry for that. I have used your business today. Blessing, yes, I have not used your business. So Blessing, kindly unmute. What do you do? Your network, I hope you don't have network challenges. Blessing, we can't hear you if you are speaking. Oh, your network is not going to let this work. Sorry, Blessing, your network is not helping us.
No, Blessing is, I think it's Blessing among the coordinators.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Okay, yes, I can. The hand was raised. That's why I called.
Okay, you can hear me now, Ba?
Yes, I can hear you.
I say I'm a caterer, so I'm into general service.
Okay, caterer. So who are your customers? Men, women, both? Which one?
Yes, men, women are my customer, because the women come to bake cake for their children's birthday.
Okay.
So they my customers, and even the adults, they bake cake. Some men bake cake for their wife birthday. Some women bake cake for their husband birthday. So
Okay.
men and women are
Okay.
my customer. Yeah.
Men and women are your customers. Fantastic. How old are they? What's their age range?
Their age range from, let's say, from 18 and above, even the teenagers, the youth also. So the youth do for themselves, while the parents do for their children. So from
Okay.
18, let me say from 18 to 35 or 40 thereabouts.
Okay, fantastic. Where do they live? Where do your customers generally live?
They live around me. They live in my community, in my church, in my workplace, anywhere.
Okay, so you have customers everywhere. How much
Yeah.
money do they have?
I don't really know, but in catering business, we charge people based on their capacity because they will do their work based on their capacity. So the way you do for Mr. A must not be the same you do for Mr. B. You understand?
Yeah. How much money they have? We're
Hello?
not talking about the amount of money they have exactly. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So we're not talking about the amount of money they have exactly, but we want to know, do they likely earn less than 500,000 a month? Do they likely earn 50 from 50 to 100,000? You want to know the range. It's not as if you will know how much they have like that, but you can tell that, oh, most of my customers, they are people that are just managing themselves. So maybe like 200 to 400 per thousand per month. I think that's the amount most of them are earning. Just have a rough idea. It's not as if you will know the
Yeah.
specific amount.
Yes, just as I say, some of them are average people. They work, they earn money at least 500, 300,000 a month. There are some that they have not reached the average level. So I can't predict anyway.
No, we're not asking you to predict, ma'am. We are saying that you should have a range. Let me tell you why this is important. When you understand the range of what your customers are earning, you will know what they can afford, and you will know
Okay.
how to help them. So, for
Yes.
example, now be doing ice cream cake
Okay.
for people that are earning 200 and below. In a month. Ice cream
Okay.
cake is very expensive. You don't even have
Yeah.
the light to preserve it. If you make ice cream cake now, they have to take it straight to the freezer.
Yes.
These people, they don't have the light to maintain ice cream cake. Do you understand? But if
Yes, ma'am.
if your customers are high-end people, they can buy ice cream cake. When they buy it, full cream. When they buy it, it's going straight into their freezer. Nothing will happen to it until when they want to use it. It will not smell because there is 24 hours light. Do you understand? So now, if you are
Yes.
planning to even have walk-in cakes, as in cake that people can without booking, you know the area you can live and sell walk-in cake where people can just come and buy without pre-order. There are some areas you can't do that. The cake will
Yes.
be looking at you, you'll be looking at the cake because
Yes.
nobody will just walk in and buy. So this is why you need to know the amount of money they have. There are some income brackets that they can eat cake for fun. Everybody can eat at home. No, just buy a cake. No occasion. But there are some income brackets. I've been planning for the cake for like 3 months before. Say, hey, okay, we'll buy cake for Junior's birthday. You have to plan 3 months or more before the cake happens. So knowing how much they have, their capacity financially, will help you know what you can offer your customers and what will likely not work for your customers. You say you want to make carrot cake and banana cake. For people that earn less than 200,000 a month, it's possible. They cannot afford it. So this is why you have to know the average amount of average salary. So it's not by asking them, but you just you have to be how do
You
I
use
put it?
Tiger.
You will use style to gauge and all of that so that you know the things that you can offer them. So
Okay.
thank you very much, madam. Let me quickly pick somebody else's business so that it's not only pick. Okay, thank you. Who else raised their hands? Okay, Blessing, we have dealt with your business. I think we just finished with you again. You raise your hand again now. Who else? Okay, what does Amina do? Let's quickly do Amina's business because she's on camera. Madam Funke, please help me ask her, what does she do? I can see her on camera. Okay, I think she's hearing us a little. She's out of hearing. So Madam Funke, she's talking. Please unmute so that I can know what she's saying. So it's like they are not exactly talking to us. So Madam Funke is frozen. Hello, Madam Funke, can you hear us? You are muted.
I've not seen her. I'm looking for Amina.
Okay, I saw her signing. She was talking to
Yeah.
Osia.
What is your business? What is your business? Okay, fashion designing.
Okay, fashion.
So
Okay, so
clothes,
I've spoken a
yes.
little about fashion. Okay. So I've
That's
spoken about
okay.
fashion.
Okay, and she buy fabrics from Lagos.
Okay.
And she buys from Lagos. Okay, and people. Okay, and they used to well be to her.
Okay.
And they bring it to her to Abuja. Yeah, Abuja. And after she receive, and I sell to people, and people buy from me. As okay, sometimes, okay, people buy credits, and people and they buy and they pay her. Thank you. So what's the question now?
Okay, so she has explained her business to us. And this brings me to a very important question about, a very important issue. She spoke about credit. Credit is a very sensitive issue when it comes to entrepreneurship. Credit is a very sensitive issue. Some people will tell you, don't do credit, yo. Hey, people will ruin your business, they will not pay. That's what some people will tell you. Whereas some people will say, you cannot do business without doing credit. So this is what I say. I say that it depends on the kind of people you serve, and that's why you must know your customer. See, if you sell credit to people who are, how do I put it? So if you sell credit to people who are trying to make shakara, you will likely not get your money. Because as they are buying credit from you, they have bought bag on credit, they have bought shoe on credit, they have a lot of debt. They live on debt. But you see people that are trying to just survive. If you buy credit from them, they will pay because they know they are coming back another time. So Ileya is coming, and this woman wants to sew clothes for her children. She can come and buy on credit. She may take a long time to pay. She will pay. You know why? Because she knows that next year, Ileya, she's still coming back to buy credit. But somebody who just wants to make shakara, she will buy for Ileya. She will buy for one of her friends is doing something. She will go and collect from another person, not you again, no. She will collect from another person. The shoe she bought is on credit. The shoe she wore is on credit. So they have credit everywhere. They will not be telling you, you manage, they'll be paying you in a way that eventually the money will not make sense because they are living to do shakara. They are buying credit to do shakara. But people that buy credit to survive, they pay. So that's why I will not say don't ever do credit. So if you sell food stuff, for example, you will understand that the person that comes to collect cup of gari will pay the moment they have money, because they know that another day when things are not well, they are coming to beg for cup of gari. But the one that just say, madam, just give me one module, and how many are we pay? Okay, put 3 indomie and 4 plantain, and they will not pay because they are overdoing. They are doing more than themselves. Okay, I can see she's talking. Is she talking to us, Madam Funke? Is she saying something?
She says she's getting it. That is good. It's good. She's just responding.
Okay. Because if you sell to people that are making, that they want to do shakara, talk before you get your money. But if you sell to people that are need it on credit, they will tell you, madam, give me 2 months, and they will try and pay. They will say, I will bring this amount on this day, and I will bring another amount on this day. They will try and pay because they know they will still come back. So that's what I would say. And that's why we need to know our customers so that you will know if I can do credit or not. So depending on the kind of business you do and the kind of customers you serve, you have to know your credit policy. What is your credit policy? Is it that I don't do credit at all, or that I will do credit when need be, or that I do credit, but if I do credit for you, you cannot play only within 2 months or 3 months or So you need to know what your credit facility, your credit policy is, and how much you can give on credit. Not that when you have been giving credit, your money is outside, you are still giving more. No, you must have a threshold. Where will the money reach? My goods are outside. Maybe if it has reached 100,000, I'm not selling credit to anybody again until I get back my money from the people that bought before. So that you don't wake up one morning and your shop is empty, all your money is outside, and there's no money to restock. So you must have a credit policy if you must do credit. Nnena says, I will not give them on credit because someone did it to me before. Yes. So I'm not saying we should do credit. I'm just saying that if you must do credit, watch very well. Don't let them take advantage of you. Okay, so we have spoken about how to know your customer, identify them, know how much they have. Other information about them. What do they like? Like I said, are they shakara people? Are they basic people? Are they honest people? Do they lie? Are they taking credit everywhere? Some people, they take shoe on credit, hair tie on credit, fabric on credit, even the sewing, the tailor self sew on credit. So you need to know information about your customer. So let's look at Awa's bakery. Awa is a baker, and Awa wants to do a competitor analysis. We are still doing market analysis. Part of your market is your competitor. We have spoken about their price and everything. So let's now do a competitor analysis using the example of Awa's bakery, right? So Awa has gone to the market to find out more about her competitor. And these are the things she found out. She went to find their strengths and their weaknesses. So she discovered that their strength is that most of them are more experienced than her. And that customers know the baker and are used to shopping there. So most of them have one-on-one relationship with the baker. That's why they go to those other bakeries. They know the baker. Maybe the baker has been around for a long time. So people already know that baker, and so they are used to buying cakes or whatever from that baker. Now, what is the weakness of those bakeries? The closest bakery is in the next town. So meaning, even though people know them and all that, there is distance. Distance is a disadvantage from them. People have to take transport all the way from this town to another to that bakery. So there is distance, which is creating an opportunity for Awa's bakery, because our own is now closer to them. They also do not do big orders. So what that means is that you have to, if it's too big, if it's too much you want to do, they will say, we don't do cake in 1, 2, 20 cakes at the same time, or 20 bread at the same time. They just do small order. So Awa has identified that as their weakness, and she can use that as an edge for her business. Now, another place where people buy bread or cake is the supermarket. So the supermarket is also Awa's competitor. The supermarket is also Awa's competitor, okay? So the strength of the supermarket is that it makes it easy for people to buy bread when doing groceries. That is, when they are buying other things, they could just buy bread with it, okay? The products are cheap. Yes, the bread may be very cheap because, it's a general mass market. The one they made, plenty factory bread. So it's just easy. People just buy it. It's a cheap bread. But what is the weakness? The product is not fresh. Sometimes the bread is 3 days. 3 days bread. In fact, some of them 1 week. Sometimes it's mode. And then the offer is limited. So she can do fresh bread at the same time and can do orishirishi depending on what you want. She can offer you different things. If you say you want it sliced, if you say you want shape, she can do all that. So the offer is limited. Now, other confectionery stores, these are also a competitor. So the advantage convenience stores have. Convenience stores means like maybe, what do they call it? All these small neighborhood stores are the convenience stores. So they are open all the time. That's the advantage they have. The disadvantage, that is their weakness, is that their products are not fresh again, because sometimes they've been there for 3 days. The products are expensive and the offer is limited. So she has gone to find out about who our competitors are. The first thing is you need to know who your competitor is. Then you need to know their strengths and their weakness. And that is what Awa has done here. She is a baker. She wants to have a bakery, or already has a bakery. And so she has gone to do research on who our competitors are. So I want to take somebody's business and we will analyze their competitor. So whose business should we take? Whose business should we take? Quickly. Nobody is volunteering their business, or people have gone to cook beans. Where is everybody? Martha, and okay. Ladi, what's your business?
Where?
Ladi. Ladi, we cannot hear you. I think our network has thrown her out. Okay, Victoria, I see your hand again. Let's quickly use your business. Victoria, you can unmute. Victoria, you can unmute. Okay, maybe it's a mistake. Any other person, your business? Or I should move on. I just want to make this thing as practical as possible so that we can relate. We are not just doing theory. So is talking? Okay, I think she's talking to her friend. So I can't find business to use this evening. Okay, oh, maybe I should just move on. Okay. So the exercise we'll be asked to do.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
It's
Victoria,
Victoria. My
yes,
business.
I asked you to unmute since now. You raised your hand and I said unmute, unmute. You did not
Network,
answer.
ma. Sorry, ma. I'm
Okay.
just selling of soft drinks, ma.
Okay. So who are your
And
competitors?
customer that comes to buy market for me every day. You understand? He buy market for me every day and he pay no matter the price of it, no matter how expensive the drinks are, he will still come and buy for me. And that same customer can still buy water for me. I will pay. If there is sales, he will buy up to 30 bags, 40 bags. But one good thing about it is that he doesn't complain.
What does he do? For him to be buying 30 bags of pure water, what does he do?
Ma, he sell it. He sell it, ma.
Okay, so
he
buys from you and resell. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So is he your main customer?
Yes, he's one of my targeted customer. He's trying.
He's trying.
Yes,
What if he
ma'am.
moves away from that area?
Ma, I will locate it and I have buyers that supply drinks for me. So I'll go and supply him wherever he stays. Except if it's far, if he's very far away from me.
What if he moves to Nasarawa?
That is why we not meet up, ma.
So you cannot depend on a main customer. You have to, because he has his life to live. You can decide.
Apart from him, I have other customers that come to buy. You understand? Other customers come from different places to patronize because I'm in a business place. I'm inside a complex. You understand?
Okay.
So that they come from different places to patronize me.
Okay, so let's look. Who are your competitors?
The people will sell the same product with them.
Okay.
The people will sell the same product with them, ma.
So that's your number one competitor. Other shops, other wholesale shops like your own, Abi? Other distributors like your own.
Yes, ma.
Okay, that's number one. Which other competitor do you have?
Ma, I did not get you, ma.
Which other competitor do you have?
People that will sell the same product or people that at least they would like to bring their price down. But since they are my customer, like what I do is that if you come, the way I receive you, even if you don't want to patronize me, next time you will still come back again. Hello, ma.
Okay, I'm with you. Please, admin, can you post the attendance? Rashida is saying her battery is low. So please post the link for attendance again, please, so that she can enter attendance. Okay, so yes, like you have said, the people you do the same business, they are your customer. Yes, you got that right. Then you see, people that sell anything that can be an alternative to your business, they are also your customer. I mean, competitor, sorry. Yes, anything that can be an alternative to your business, they are your competitor.
Yes, ma'am.
So those are the things you need to look at. So for example, mineral, if you sell drinks like mineral and all that, those that sell Zobo, they are your competitor. Those that sell Kunu, they are your competitor. Because Tiger Nut milk, because all these things can replace mineral.
So you are beans milk.
Yes, they can all replace mineral and they are even better. So you need to know what they are doing so that they will not take away your customer. So you need to find out what's their strength, what's their weakness. For example, those that sell kunu, sell other things, their own is perishable. So they cannot have too much at the same time because it's perishable. Within 2 days, if you make kunu, it will start to ferment. Even zobo.
Yes, if there's no light.
Except the freezer is very bad. I mean, very good. Even if there is light, if the freezer is not extremely good, the taste will change. So those are some of the weaknesses. They are more expensive because, I mean, if you want to buy kunu now, I mean, what they call it, all these soya beans, blah blah blah, they are more expensive than mineral. Tiger nut milk, small one like this, you'll be hearing 1,000. Are we together?
Ma, I'm with you, ma.
So you need to understand what is working for you that is not working for your customer, and what is working for your customer that is not working for you, so that you know what to do. For example, your customers that are selling exactly the same thing you are selling, are they selling it cold?
Yes, ma, it's cool. It's
Your
cool,
own
ma. I
is
do
cold.
shipment and supply. Yes, I sell both cold and hot. And even if there's no light, I collect the cold one and supply.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So those are some of the ways to understand your competitor, know what they are doing, and checkmate what they are doing so that you don't lose your customer. Thank you very much, Victoria. Let me not stay only on your business.
Thank you, ma.
You're welcome, ma'am. So any other person? Quickly. Our time is fast spent.
I raised my hand, but you say you have used my business, Esther.
Who is speaking? Who is speaking? I can't see who is speaking.
It's
Madam
Esther.
Esther. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Let's quickly use your business. So that
Okay. Okay, full stop.
Food stuff. Okay, yeah, we have been dealing with that before. So your competitors when it comes to food stuff is the main market, stores that are selling food stuff as well. Then online people are your competitors as well. For example, Price Pally, Jumia Food, Konga, something. All those online. Please, can you mute your mic? I think this is coming from Victoria. Please mute your mic. Thank you. So all those online places where you can buy. Okay, it's Justina, please. It's Justina. Justina, can you please mute your mic? It wasn't Victoria. Justina, kindly mute your mic. Admin, please help out. Okay, so I was saying that all these online places that deliver, they deliver at home. For example, Price Pally, you will sit in your house, they will bring it to your very doorstep. And things like that, they are your competitor, not only the people that are in the market with you. Because if I don't want to come to the market, Price Pally will bring it home for me. I think they also sell food on Gigi. They will bring it, they will deliver. So, but the beauty of a place like Gigi is that even you can have a store on Gigi. So what are your competitors doing? There are some people that have shop just like you, but they're also selling online. As they are selling in their physical shop, they are selling online. They have delivery men that will go and deliver. If anybody orders online from them, they will package it. They already have that dispatch rider. The person will come and carry it and go. And some of them self, I know a man and his wife. The wife has a store. Then they have online store. When there is supply, it's the husband that will carry it and go and deliver to whoever. They have a car. You just put it in his boot and go and deliver in the person's house. And that's how they are running their business, both online and offline. The person I buy food stuff from, the brother is the one that runs delivery. So once I've bought everything, the brother will come and deliver in my house. And that's why I keep buying from them, because I don't have to go. At times, I won't even be home. I've said, drop rice, drop this, drop that, drop that. I send the money to them. They know my standard. They know my quality, the kind of quality I have. So there are people at home that will receive it. I don't have to be at home. And I keep using them. One of the things that why I cannot even change that woman was when we had this challenge with money, when there was no cash. She said, Madam, I know you. Just tell me what you want. I said, hey, I don't have cash. Oh. That was when we started this whole transfer thing. I don't have. She said, Madam. And you know what she will do for me? When I buy the products, I will not tell her how much cash I need. When they are coming to deliver the product, I would have transferred everything to her. When they are coming to deliver the product, she will deliver the cash. So the cash that other customers have given her, if I say, I want 20,000, so she will pack what I've bought and put 20,000 naira cash that they should deliver for me. So because of that experience I had during that cash trouble, till now, I buy from her. So these are the ways you can edge out competition. She sells in the open market, and she's not the only one that sells there. But I don't have to go to the market anymore because she will deliver. She knows my standard, number one. Number two is that because of that, all the favor she did for me, I am now loyal to her. Because who knows what can happen again tomorrow. So I'm loyal to her because I know this one has my interest at heart. Then if she has cash, she'll just say, how much, ma? She will send it to me. So it is important that we know that this is how to retain customer. You have to also show loyalty to your customer. You have to be sure that you are ready to solve their problem. You are ready to meet them where they are. And then you will see that way, the customer will find it difficult to change you because what you are doing for them, other people may not be able to do it. So the customer will find it difficult to change you. So this is our competitor analysis table, and we will all have to fill it for our businesses. So at least 2 competitors. You know, I've explained what your competitor is. The people that are doing your exact kind of business and the people that are doing any business. So you can have more than 2. If you look at the first slide, the first example we gave, Awa had 3. She had 3. So you can have more than 2, but a minimum of 2. The people that do exactly the same business with you and the people that do an alternative business, the business that can replace your business. Like in the case of foodstuff, I spoke about online. Like in the case of mineral, I spoke about people that sell kunu. Like in the case of fashion, okrika people that sell ready-to-wear or okrika. That's 3 competitors. Other people, tailors like you, people that sell ready-made, and okrika people, they are your competitors. Somebody is saying, before I buy material of 15,000, so for another 10,000, I may go buy one okrika gown. So they are your competitor. So I want us to do a competitor analysis table for each of our businesses. So this is our assignment for this class. So in conclusion, today we have learned the following. We have learned how to make market research, how to identify and analyze our customers, and how to identify and analyze our competitors. So our assignment is to complete assignment number 1 is to complete your competitor analysis table. That's this table. That's the first assignment. And so the challenge is to draw up your 4P table using the table in the next slide, this table. So now we have dealt with product and promotion. These 4 Ps now, I'm sure we know how to deal with it. So that's the table you will fill. 4 Ps. Somebody's unmuted, giving us some background noise. Justina, please mute. Thank you.
Thank you.
So these are the 2 tables we will fill. This is the first one, and this is the second one. So yes, please, any feedback you have, bring to the chat room or the next session. And congratulations, we have completed session 5, which is understanding your market. So any questions?
Please, can you bring back the first table?
I should bring it back. Okay.
Yes, ma.
So this is the first table you have to complete. So
No,
I have
the other one. Ma, the other one.
the example.
Yes, I think so.
This one.
Yes.
Is it this one? Okay. So this was the
There's one
example.
before. No,
Okay,
not this one. The other.
These are the tables we have dealt with today. This one is your assignment, and this one.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, this is the second assignment.
Sorry.
Okay.
Ma.
Okay, who is asking a question?
Ma, for me that cannot see, how do we do it?
Okay. So for the visually impaired, how do we do that? Okay, so on the table, what we are dealing with, the first table, let me explain what the first table is. And I think that your device, okay, let me not assume. I will ask our Mr. Victor how that can be done. But what you have on the first table, you have to complete. There are 3 columns. The first column is the column for your competitor. The second column is the strength of your competitor. And the third column is the weakness of your competitor. So you want to do strength and weakness for each of your competitor. So if you cannot put it in a tabular form, just write it out. The strengths and weaknesses of your competitor. And your competitor is at least 2. Justina, please, can you mute? Your competitor is at least 2. So that's the first table, please. The first table is the competitor analysis table. It has 3 columns. The first column is the potential competitors. The second column is their strength, and the third column is their weakness. So for each of your competitor, you would write their strength and their weakness. So
we can't get you. Your network is breaking. We can't hear you, ma.
I think it's because of that person that is muted. I can hear her.
Like saying they should mute Justina, they should mute Justina, because I know the interference will not let people hear what I'm saying. Okay, so let me repeat myself, especially for my visually impaired friends. So there are 2 tables you have to complete, but you have to do your own in table and write it out. So what we want to do is competitor analysis. Who is your competitor? And you must have at least 2 competitors, those that do business with you and those that do a business that is the alternative to your business. So you will write their strengths and you will write their weakness. That's the first assignment. The second assignment is your own sources of marketing. So you need to write out about your product, you write about your place, you write about your price, and you write about your positioning. So product, place, price, and positioning. That's what you will write about. Those are the 4 topics you have to write about. So those are the 2 assignments. So I hope that helps, Martha. Justina has unmuted again. Oh, hell. Okay, I hope that helps, Martha.
Sorry. I keep muting her and she keep unmuting herself. So I don't know what is really the problem.
Even I have been muting her too.
I don't know.
I
think
she doesn't know how to use the device.
So we should just hold on for a while. Let her know on again. Just hold on for a while.
I think she doesn't know how to use the device. Okay, so Martha, Does that help? My description, does it help? Or anybody from the blind cluster, does the description help? I'm not getting any response.
Okay. So maybe after the class, we're just going to write it out and share, and also call them individually to know how we can be able to provide it for them so that they will be carried along effectively.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Because as much as possible, we want to carry everyone along. So most of these things come in table, but maybe going forward, we'll try to detablize it so that it can be easier for. So even I will describe the table, even if it's a table, so that they can be carried along. Yeah, I know that it may be difficult for the device to describe the table to them. But if there is an app that can help with that, please teach them how to use it so that it can be for them to be carried along. So at this point, does anybody have any questions before I hand over to the admin back fully? Okay, if there are no questions, thank you, everybody. I stop sharing. So thank you, and over to you, admin.
Oh, that was a wonderful one. Thank you, Miss Dukoya. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Miss Funke, for making it available today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. As we round up, please, if you have questions, we'll be glad to receive your questions. Please, I just wanted to draw our attention to something, and it's very, very important that I bring this to our notice. We come to understand that some people join the latter end of the meeting, so they wait till the end to come and get an attendance, and that's all. So it's not, I don't think it's proper for we to be having that. You need to enjoy this meeting. We stayed from the beginning to the end, which is supposed to be very, very good for everybody, not you coming at the middle or at the tail end and you are requesting for attendance. Please, it's not appropriate. To be good, we all stayed from the beginning to the end, And if you're having challenge connecting, please let us know on time so that we can help you join, because this program is set to have you accomplish your business goal. Another thing again, please feel free, please, to always ask questions, provide guidance. We're always there to help, please. So this assignment will be dropped on the WhatsApp group and with the link for you to submit it. Then for those who, like I said, we are going to reach out to the blind so that we can talk about how we can be able to provide that assignment and the support you need, so that as much as everybody is involved, we will need everybody to be fully engaged and achieve everything that is meant for them. Okay, so feel free, please drop your questions anytime, any day. We are here, we are in the group. We'll always provide the support for you. Okay, thank you one more time. Dr. Shola, please, you have anything to say?
No, thank you so much, Madam Dami. Thank you so much for the session. Thank you so much, Madam Funke. Well done. Somebody is asking about when to submit the assignments, though. Madam Dami, do you want to answer that?
Okay. Assignment, please, as much as possible, let's try to do all of the week's assignment before the Monday of the next week. But it's always better to do it before the next class, because you likely build on the next class.
Next week, Monday.
Next class. Yes, before Monday. But it's always better to have done your assignment before the next class, so that, because we will likely build on it. That's what usually happens. So as much as possible. And it's important that we do all the assignments. Because when you have to put together your business plan, these are some of the components of your business plan. So if you have been doing your assignment, it will make your business plan very easy. Thank you very much.
Ma, hello?
Yeah,
Is
please go
anybody
on.
there?
We are with you. Go on, please.
Yeah, okay. What I want to add is that we always ask that they drop us the assignment question, but at the end of the class, they will say they will drop it. They won't drop it. Like our last tutor, he said he would drop the question. Up to now, he didn't drop the question. It's somebody that just dropped one question there. And now I just want to remind you, please, if you people can try and be dropping the question earlier so that we can work on it too. Thank you.
Thank you for that. That's noted. That's noted.
Please, thank you very much. Please, is the assignment link the same for all of the assignments?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, just the
Okay.
same link. It's the same link. So we just we there's a way we do it. We pull out every of them for every assignment. So we just it's the same link. Okay, so if there's no any other question, no other thing, I think we can call it a day. And this is from all of us, the facilitators, everybody, to say thank you for joining us. And I know you already enjoyed this section. So please have a wonderful evening and a good rest. And we'll see you on Monday. God's willing. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
So we'll see you in the WhatsApp group.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Bye.